Mr. Bennett. You tease. Oh, hello there. I'm Theodore Roosevelt, your president of the United States of America, North America. Say, friends, a lot of you have been asking me lately, Teddy, why'd you invite that Booker T. Washington over to your house for dinner in your first term? Well, friends, interesting question. Say, I guess it all goes back to that glorious day on San Juan Hill during the Spanish-American War.
The Battle of San Juan Hill occurred on July 1st, 1898, and was one of the bloodiest and most famous battles of the Spanish-American War. It was also one of the greatest victories for the Rough Riders. Theodore Roosevelt was commander of the interracial Rough Riders. Roosevelt's dismounted cavalry lay waiting in trenches at the base of the hill with suffering casualties. TR didn't care about the color of his men's skin, rather the courage to fight and the strength to succeed in battle. The interaction with races among the Rough Riders led to the first invitation to African American to the White House offered by TR. Booker T. Washington was an American educator, author, and influential leader for the African American Society. He was born into slavery and freed by the Civil War in 1865. As a young adult, he became the head of the Tuskegee Institute. The two men met to talk about race relations in America, thus another example of TR breaking barriers to push the country forward.
America. Capitalism. Freedom. Democracy. Oh, Jesus. Scared me. Hope you didn't hurt yourself. Probably tripped over another extremely large book, didn't you? Yes. A lot of extremely large books in this house. Other than being an incredible reader of extremely long books, I think my efforts as a conservationist really set me apart from the rest of the great presidents to make me the greatest president in the history of this great country. Ever since that fateful day on May 10th, 1869, where the last spike was driven into the first Continental Railroad in Promontory Summit, Utah, I knew that as a president I would have to obtain new responsibilities to balance America's natural beauty with America's domestic destiny. I like that.
The first Continental Railroad across the United States connected the Central Pacific and Union Pacific Railroads on May 10, 1869 at Promontory Summit, Utah. As America was expanding and filling out the lands of the West, TR felt the need to protect America's beauty from overdevelopment. Conservation of natural resources was one of three components of the Square Deal launched by TR. To fulfill this, he passed the Desert Land Act in 1877, the Forest Reserve Act in 1891, the Carey Act in 1894, and the Newlands Act in 1902, which both authorized the collection of money from the sale of public lands in the West and used the money to develop irrigation projects. Overall, he set aside 1/5 of America's land to preserve the natural wildlife and beauty of the United States.
Taft, where are you? Some gun stole my swear to vest. I'm gonna kill him.
American, over here. TR's mad. I destroyed his boyfriend's U.S. Steel a while back. I also destroyed 90 other trusts. He might be jealous. I destroyed more than him. But anyway, I destroyed them all because I couldn't have another homestead strike during my presidency.
Taft, I'm gonna kill you, slimy son of a...
The Homestead Strike was a labor lockout and strike which began on June 30th, 1892. It's one of the biggest labor disputes in all of American history. It occurred in the Pittsburgh area town of Homestead, Pennsylvania. It was between the Amalgamated Association of Iron and Steel Workers, the AA, and the Carnegie Steel Company. The AA strike at the Homestead Steel Mill in 1892 was different from previous strikes in American history. Previous strikes were leaderless and disorganized. This strike, however, was organized and purposeful and marked the modern age of labor relations in the United States. Although TR was the first to officially destroy trusts, throughout his presidency, Taft clearly outnumbered TR in the amount of trusts he broke. In Taft's 4 years of president, he broke a total of 90 trusts, while TR only broke 44 in his 7.5 years. Ford TR trusts were an untouchable force in the American economy.
Taft, you're gonna get it this time. I spoke softly, but now you're gonna get it thick.